Also, in relation to the issue of language, there is this strong inferiority complex. In Pakistan, it's the complete opposite in the West. We definitely felt this.
Yeah.
In Pakistan, if you only know Punjabi, it's not about even knowing. It's if you speak Punjabi. Let us preface that by saying we're from Punjab.
Yeah.
So Punjab is the language of the province, the local province where we're from. Urdu is the national language.
Punjab is the province, Punjabi is the language.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So if you speak Punjabi, it's like, I mean, you're not an educated person. You don't really.
You're seen as just kind of a commoner, let's say.
Exactly. That's it. Yeah. Then if you speak Urdu, it's like, okay, this guy...
You have a certain level of education.
You have a certain level of education. Yeah. If you speak English,
you're
Allahu
God.
Akbar. I mean, this guy is the next level.
Next level, yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Here, I feel it's the complete opposite.
Oh,
I mean, I say this for myself. Like, unfortunately, I'm very proud Pakistani, you know. I mean, kya hal hai aapka? You know, I can speak... I mean, let's move on. But for us, it's the complete opposite. Yeah. Oh, the guy, he speaks English. He's Pakistani, he speaks English. The poor guy, he doesn't even know his own mother tongue.
100%.
And I completely agree. Yeah, you don't know Urdu. I mean, like, you should know your thing.
Not only that, before I forget this point, I find it, and you see it in the kind of in the national Pakistani media as well. And there's nothing that grinds my gears more than this. When it's a formal setting, it's a national Pakistani TV channel. Maybe it's a news anchor talking, or maybe it's an interview with some sort of government official. They're speaking mainly in Urdu, right?
Yes.
But they're constantly using English words, and it's not, it's not English words in that. Names or things like that, where you have to use no, it's they're constantly using English words, and I feel embarrassed watching that. It's like, sorry, does this word not exist in your language?
Yeah.
Does this, is your language not complete enough? What's the situation? You're supposed to be some sort of a representation, some sort of representative of the country, and I'm talking government officials, and you're using English words when you're trying to express something in Urdu. Yeah. It really goes.
That's when they speak Urdu. I mean, most of the time, I mean, you have to be an educated person. You have to speak Angrezi, or English. Yeah. I believe this. I mean, it's
that's it.
Like, it's one thing is that yes, you should know the language. Yes, if you're in that kind of position where you're representing the country, especially when you have to represent it on the international stage. Yes, you should know the language. But even if you do know it, that's something that... No, Imran Khan does this as well, that he doesn't speak Urdu. I might stand corrected on this, but for the most part, he doesn't speak English to Pakistani media.
Yeah.
He doesn't speak because that's... I mean, you have your own language. You can speak your own language. I mean, there's nothing to be ashamed of. What I was saying in the West is, I mean, the kid, he only speaks English. I mean, that's the poor kid. He doesn't know his mother tongue. He speaks Urdu fluently. He speaks Urdu fluently, and he doesn't use English words. Like you're saying, I mean, you are speaking Urdu. Yes. Yeah. You're not speaking Urdu and English, because I am a white, half white coconut or something.
Do you know coconut? Do you know what's crazy? It's even people I've noticed, just having conversation, I've noticed that I was talking about government officials and people representing, but even kind of everyday people who, by the way, do not use English at all. No. Some of these people don't use English at all, and they're using English words constantly when they're expressing themselves in Urdu. And I don't... Why?
Why?
It's embarrassing. Again, it's that kind of wannabe culture. It's that inferiority complex. I need to constantly express how educated I am, even though what's funny is all it highlights is that you're clearly not that educated if you can't find the word in your own damn language.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. To finish off the point I started 5 minutes ago, in Pakistan it's like, we speak Punjabi, I mean, you're a commoner. If you speak Urdu in Punjab,
specifically.
Generalizing.
The whole country.
Everyone is from Punjab.
Everyone who isn't from Punjab is just watching this kind of losing their minds. There are more places.
If you speak Urdu, okay, you know your stuff a bit more. We can talk to you now. You're not an absolute idiot. Oh, you speak English. You are the.
Yeah.
You are.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's amazing.
You.
It's amazing.
Subhanallah. And then in the West, it's the complete opposite.
Yeah.
The poor kid, he doesn't know his mother tongue. Oh, you speak Urdu fluently and you can express yourself with Urdu words. That is so impressive. That is literally so impressive. Also, when we hear young people speaking Urdu, it is so heartening. It's so nice to hear. Genuinely, it's brilliant.
It's very,
and then to finish my point before you cut me off again, if the guy knows Punjabi, if they're from Punjab, for example, or their local language, and they know it, that is like next level. For us, I think in the West, like for us, especially for the Western overlords, I mean, this is the other thing that like, this idea of what we'll come to this in a second, but this idea of the West and what the West knows is completely misunderstood, and it's implemented in a way that is it's completely alien to what the West actually is. But to finish off the point, I mean Punjab, and then you being able to connect with Punjabi poetry and Punjabi literature, that is literally magical.
Yeah,
that is literally that. If you're able to quote, Inshallah, I'll get there someday. I mean, this guy, he's so bloody. He loves Pakistan so much, and he can barely. मैं कुछ उर्दू बोल सकता हूँ. I mean, I can speak. The problem is when
he speaks like a foreigner.
When the sentence goes more than 4 or 5 words, the accent starts to give in.
The accent starts to crumble.
Yeah.